Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Phil Cobble Fine Homes and Land. If you're looking for a boutique realtor who can cater to your needs and help you find the high-end home of your dreams, call Phil Cobble. Not only can he help put you in a beautiful home like this one out in Farragut's Wentworth subdivision, that is pretty home, he can also and will also toss in 4 free months of yard care just as soon as you close on the deal. You cannot beat Phil Cobble. Give him a shout, give him a call, give him a holler. His number is going to be on the front of our desk for the rest of this segment. There it is, see? Phil Cobble, Fine Homes and Land. All right, we continue with our alternative history show with a turn toward basketball. What if Bruce Pearl had never cooked out with 3 underage, for lack of a better word, 3 high school junior prospects at his home? And or what if he'd simply told the truth? What would have happened with the rest of Bruce Pearl? Where would we be today with Tennessee basketball?
On this one, I'm going to say just simply tell the truth, because you think the way college basketball is, things far worse than that probably happen. Things like that happen. But when it gets to where you talk about it or you just say, yeah, I did it, we all know, and we've said it probably 100 times, the cover-up was worse than the crime.
I think that's fair enough. Let's just change the question then. What if he tells the truth about the barbecue?
He's still the coach here. Tennessee fans are all excited. Everybody's happy. And the only Tyndall I would know would be Tommy, who I went to high school with. So I pulled a little bit of a chuck and drop
right there. You did.
So, it changes everything in basketball.
I disagree with you that everybody be happy and it'd all be sunshine and roses, but we'll see. See what the rest of you guys come, and then I'll rain on it.
I think he would be looking forward to his 10th year. I think he had a really good recruiting class coming in. He was a good coach. I think success would have continued. But after 9 years, probably some people are, the honeymoon's a little bit over, and some people are getting a little bit tired of not having a national championship yet. But by and large, I think things would have gone well.
Okay.
I think he would have been successful. I'm not sure he would have enjoyed the success in the last few years that he enjoyed the first few years at Tennessee, because I think he got away from recruiting players that fit his system, and he acknowledged that. And so in that last team that he had, yes, there were distractions, but you also got beat by 30 in the first round of the tournament. Do I think he would have continued to make the NCAA tournament? Yes, I do. But I think he would have adjusted his recruiting to fit his style better. Would he have climbed back up to number 1 ranking? I'm not sure. However, I don't think you would say what you can say now, that this is a 2-team league with Kentucky and Florida, and then it's everybody else. I think Tennessee would be in that equation in the conversation. But I'm not sure he would have enjoyed the success he did his first few years.
See, I agree with you. There were people, if you remember, there were people that were complaining those last couple of years that this isn't the exciting brand of basketball we wanted. That Elite 8 run. Remember, they had the arrest, and everybody was they weren't happy with this team. That was the second team that was playing more of a slowed pace. They had the Elite 8 run, which kind of covered up the arrests on New Year's Day and all that stuff. That bought him some more time, I think. But if you remember, they were 77-24, won the East twice in his first 3 years, 1 second-round exit, 2 Sweet 16s, won 76% of his game. Second 3 years, 68-37, 1 first place in the East, 2 first-round exits. The Elite 8, 647 winning percentage. Slower pace, less pressing. He flirted with Memphis, which upset a few people. I'm just wondering if you wouldn't have had a little bit more complaint. And the other thing that I think would have played a little differently is he would have had to face Calipari's Kentucky as opposed to Gillespie's Kentucky, which was an aid for everyone in the league when he first got here. I think he'd still be the coach. I think he'd still be doing well. But I don't know. I think by that point, he would have become just another coach who gets heat after every loss. He's gotten better in Tennessee fans' eyes over the last 3 years. I think a lot of people have forgotten what they were saying 3 years ago. And I don't know if he had come back, I don't know that he could have lived up to these expectations that are set, to be honest with you. But everyone here thinks he would have, you don't think he would have had the success he did his first 3 years.
Right, but I think he would have been successful.
Right.
And I do think he was a good enough coach to adjust the recruiting to get back to the style that he had. But was he going to find another Chris Lofton or another Jawan Smith? Or actually, some people were found for him.
Yeah, Buzz Peterson found those.
Lofton and those.
And C.J. Watson the first year.
So was he going to? But I think he would have been successful. He's just too good a coach. He had too long of a history. I just don't know if he would have matched the success of the first 3 years.
Okay. Let me throw one thing other out here. If he's still here and doesn't go through all that, and we haven't got into, would there have been any other NCAA
Right,
issues?
which is what I was wondering.
I think you have to ask that. I mean, his Iowa tenure ended in a controversy, and his tenure here entered in controversy, so you wonder. But if he doesn't have his blow up, is Mike Hamilton still your athletic director?
No.
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 You think the football
Oh,
hiring
yeah.
fell to him?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. When we come back, if one could take something back, would it be, which of these three things would it be? Firing Philip Fulmer, hiring Lane Kiffin, or losing Lane Kiffin to Southern Cal? Come on back on the Sports Source.